Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot reading for the month of December. I hope you're all doing great. Okay, let's get started with a message card. God, what does Scorpio need to know for the month of December? Sorry if the lighting is not great. I'm trying to figure it out. We'll just do our best. Okay. So, the message card from Super Tractor is I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. So you're being asked to slow down and listen to your guides, to the universe, to God, and maybe even to the human beings that are around you. So you might be learning something new or getting new information from the people around you. Let's get some tarot. God, what does Scorpio need to know for the month of December? Sorry about that. Okay, what does Scorpio need to know? Give us some cards for Scorpio. Okay, you got the Four of Cups. And it came out sideways. So you might be a bit lackluster. Maybe you're trying to figure out what's worth your time to do, what's not, who's worth your time to deal with, who's not. The Page of Pentacles. Something real. Maybe a job offer, something tangible. Could be a person who's very grounded but young, or it could be like an entry-level job or the beginning of a project. Something tangible that has to do with the material world, with work, with money, those kinds of things. The Four of Wands in reverse. And the Page of Cups. So maybe something has gone wrong with a home or a celebration, anniversary, a wedding, and there's going to be an apology coming forward, or a cancellation. That's what I'm getting, Scorpio. Let's see what else. The Nine of Swords. Sorry, I'm having like a lot of back pain right now, so I'm just trying to push through it because I know it will feel better eventually in a couple days, but this is the time that I have to record readings right now, so I probably should be laying down on my back, but that's not going to get anything done. This is the Ace of Pentacles, so some kind of gift from the universe, present maybe. Again, it could be an offer, it could just be money. Maybe you're getting paid, or that check that was in the mail is coming through. Eight of Wands. yeah, like message, communication. Okay, let's clarify. Maybe we'll clarify the tarot. That's what I did for Leo, and it worked out just fine. Okay, please clarify Four of Cups. So this is the thing that you're a bit lackluster about. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. So maybe, Scorpio, you're trying to decide if you should end something, a relationship, a project, something like that. There's something that is from your past that you're thinking about right now, and you're not against it, but you're not really for it either. I wouldn't say you're neutral, because the Four of Cups is a card of rejection. So like usually in the upright it means like you've had enough and you don't want anymore, but yours came up horizontal, so maybe you're just unsure. Being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I think that means that the cycle isn't closed. So you're still hesitant to end something or to let something end. All right, please clarify Page of Pentacles. Eight of Swords in the reverse. So Scorpio, whatever it is that is coming towards you now, this new thing or this new person or this young person, you are not trapped in your head about that. You are not hesitant about that. You are not uncertain about that. Maybe it's a family member, like maybe someone's coming to stay with you for the holidays, and you normally would have a bunch of issues about having a house guest, but this is like a young, stable person who you know, so you're not caught up in your head about it. I mean, it could mean that you're really caught up in your head about it, but then it would probably be in the upright. So I'm getting the, like, maybe you had a few doubts about working with or staying with this person, but not anymore. Maybe it's one of those pro-con things where you made like a list and then you decided the cons weren't really that important. All right, please clarify Four of Wands in the reverse. So this would be like the wedding or the anniversary or the happily ever after. Ace of Swords came out again sideways. So whatever this canceled event or thing that didn't go through or work out, you want to know the truth about it, which makes sense because you're a Scorpio. But maybe you don't know the truth, or maybe you don't know all the truth. Maybe you have like your suspicions, but you're not sure really what the truth is. So maybe you need more time to get more information and more clarification before you make a decision. But with the Four of Wands being in the reverse, the event is over. Whether the relationship is over or not, I don't know. But it looks like for now you don't have all of the information. So, I mean, it looks like the truth is out there. It just isn't in the upright. So again, it's kind of that on the fence thinking. Please clarify Page of Cups. So this is your reading for the month of December. So this might be something that is happening in the next few weeks. Please clarify Page of Cups. So Page of Cups is usually an apology or an offer, some kind of emotional offer. Two of Pentacles, and it's in the upright, so we'll take that. And then the Six of Cups was popping out too. So whatever decision you're trying to make, or the balance, the juggling, the balance that you're trying to get right now, Scorpio, it's clarified by Six of Cups. So this is someone from the past, someone that you had good feelings about. It's also Moon in Scorpio, I think. So maybe it's a person whose moon is in Scorpio, or maybe this is just someone that you are sentimental about. So maybe if they do come forward to you with an apology or a small emotional offer, like a gesture, maybe they want to get together with you for coffee or something. You might be uncertain about what to do, or maybe this person makes you feel off balance. But it's definitely someone from the past that you had fond feelings for. You cared about this person, whoever they are. And the Fool came out too, but so maybe you don't know if you can have a new start with this person. Start again with them. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you need more information still. All right. What about Nine of Swords? Please clarify Nine of Swords. The Nine of Wands. Okay. So whatever worries or anxieties you're experiencing, they either have to do with someone who is like a player, could be a Sagittarius, could be someone who's just very passionate or acts very impulsively, or you could be in this energy. Maybe you've been worrying about stuff to the point where now you just want to charge ahead and just do what feels good for you, like just have fun, enjoy yourself, be lighthearted, be passionate, not really be too grounded or thinking about, you know, this and that, like not have to have a plan all the time. Or it could be the aspect of it that's a healer, so maybe you are healing your anxieties, your worries, your insomnia, things like that. It's almost like a whole lot of light energy, fiery energy, passionate energy is clarifying a dark, cold, damp, scary energy. So maybe if you've been having trouble sleeping, this is going to sync your sleep cycle up with the sun, the rise and fall of the sun. And then maybe that will help you have less nighttime sleeplessness or anxiety. Only you know your story, Scorpio. All right, please clarify Ace of Pentacles. So this would be the material gift that's coming to you, the money, the check. The High Priestess in the reverse. So the High Priestess in the upright is like an intuitive, a psychic, a seer. So using your intuition, listening to your inner voice, going to God and heeding the information you get. In the reverse, it can mean a person who is not listening to their intuition, or maybe they think they're listening to their intuition but they're not, or maybe their intuition is wrong. I don't think intuition is ever wrong, but it can happen that you're torn between, like for instance, you might think that your ego is your intuition talking to you. So sometimes we have to quiet the ego in order to be able to actually hear our true intuition, which won't lead you astray. It's coming directly from source in the universe, but sometimes the ego can be a lot louder. So maybe, like if you found a home you loved and you wanted to buy it and move into it, your ego could, you know, run the list of like what if, to a point where it's making you more crazy than reassuring you that you're not rushing into it. So I'm not getting that for you, Scorpio, but I think either you're dealing with someone who is not intuitive and thinks that they are, perhaps they're very ego driven, or maybe you yourself are dealing with those kinds of negative self-talk or doubts. Like maybe your ego is harassing you and you need to return to a more quiet practice, so you can really differentiate between your ego and your intuition and know which one to listen to. It's clarifying the Ace of Pentacles too. So what's this one? It's clarifying the Ace of Pentacles too. So that is like what the universe is giving you in the terms of money, stability, like a home, whatever. It's coming as a gift from the universe, and to not have to have your intuition upside down, or to have someone in your life whose intuition is upside down, or is giving you bad advice or steering you in the wrong direction, that could interfere with whatever this gift is. So you really want to make time to like quiet down the ego so you can listen to your intuition, and above all, listen to your intuition. If it's telling you that someone is steering you wrong. All right, please clarify 8 of Wands. I forgot to start your timer. Doesn't matter. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So whatever message is coming into you, Scorpio, it might have to do with a project you've been working on for a long time that you thought was going to yield some kind of benefit or a good result, and is stalled. So maybe you've already done some of the legwork on something, and now you're kind of just stuck for a little while. But you're going to be getting some kind of news or message about someone or something that it's like all talk, no action. So, but I don't get that it's over, because I think then when we get the Death card for that, I get that it is stalled. All right, let's pull you some oracle. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of December? Ancient Oak Spirit Strength and Rainbow Waterfall Miracles. Yeah, so be strong for now, Scorpio, because things are changing and you need more information before you can fully move on, is what I'm getting. Alright, we'll get a couple of these. Well, actually, we'll grab these first. Okay, so we'll get you some BuzzFeed oracles. Just a couple for Scorpio. Grasslands. Pineapple. And maybe this one too, wine. Okay, grasslands is peace, calm, and patience. Okay, and colors. Pineapple is a color. Energize, refresh, and enliven. And wine is a color too. Happy, pleasant, and social. So if you've had to be patient for a while now, Scorpio, you're moving into a period of letting go of those worries and doubts, having better sleep, less anxiety, nightmares, whatever. And I can't remember what wine was, but something social. I think you're going to have some fun. I think holiday fun is in the cards for you. Okay, we'll get some Oracle of the Mermaids. And then I'll get you a couple domestic cards. Okay. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of December? Vulnerability. Open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. So Scorpio, there might be some romance or intimacy in your future in the month of December. You're being asked to open your heart and be vulnerable. Of course, you need to be safe first. But yeah, you can be safe and then also have some vulnerability, I think. One more card. One more card for Scorpio for December. What else does Scorpio need to know? I'm going to get you a different one. That one came out for the last deck, too, or the last group, too. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of December? Just so you know, that card that came out was energy adjustment. So that's just about realigning again. Sisterhood, friendships, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. So maybe in December, Scorpio, you'll spend some quality time with your sisters, your friends, whatever groups you're in that you feel very close to, and you'll be able to be vulnerable with them as well. Let's grab you some mess deck. We're at 20 minutes. What does Scorpio need to know for the month of December? You might have some wine with your friends. Is that landing by sisterhood, friendship? You don't have to drink wine. I'm just getting that whole socializing thing. Separation. Maybe you've been in separation with someone, or you've been spending some time alone. Duality. What else does Scorpio need to know for December? Separation, duality, self-image, but it was reversed. So this could be you or someone else. Maybe you're struggling with your self-image, and stress came out. So maybe when you're stressed, it's hard on your self-image. Maybe you forget to do that self-care that makes you feel better and like fills up your own cup, you know, pouring into yourself, which makes sense. But yeah, so maybe this is the time to pamper yourself, do some self-care, say some affirmations, work on your self-image a little. Make up your mind, and it was in the reverse. So maybe you're having trouble making up your mind about something. That would explain the Four of Cups coming out. Oops. Rational. More. Transcendence. One more for Scorpio for December. Oops. One more for Scorpio. Independent. Okay. So you got transcendence and independent together. So maybe you are being asked to reconnect with your loved ones and your friends this December. So you can have that vulnerability with them. And also take some time for yourself and pamper yourself. All right, we'll get a couple of Gypsy Witch oracles. And that's going to be your reading. Hope you could see okay. You got the sun. The sun near signifies happiness and popularity. Yeah, that's you. Maybe your friends miss you, Scorpio. Maybe they want you to make a little bit of time to just hang out, relax. Maybe you could do like a girls' weekend or something. Pamper yourselves. You got the ring. When to the right of a person is an unerring indication of rich and happy marriage, but lying to the left, disappointment in love. Well, it's just there, so there might be some love or marriage. Maybe you're celebrating an anniversary or something. And the crossroads. The roads turn to the dark clouds foretell misadventure, but far from the person, the evil consequences may be averted. So I don't think you're going to have any problems, Scorpio. Should we get one more? Let's get one more. Scooch these down. Lightning denotes surprise, disagreeable in accordance to distance. So there might be some surprises. Hopefully they're good ones. We'll get you a Kuan Yin oracle. Okay, what Kuan Yin oracle does Scorpio need for December? It's just a little. What is it? Oh, you got two. Harvest Mother watches over me. You can see that. The inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all the messages from our inner world with wisdom. Allow this inner medicine to work its healing magic. Even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. So your inner self knows how to heal you, Scorpio. You just need to make time and space to be able to allow it, it said. And then you also got this one. Magic of the moon to manifest. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. So it looks like you have something coming in for you that's going to help you blossom. Okay, Scorpio, that's been your reading for December. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care. Have great holidays, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.